So Yvonne, the war is over and peace came. Let's talk about how you came to know Young Life. How did that happen?
Okay, I got to know Young Life because I was like under the place where Young Life has a place of meeting.
What do you mean you were under? What was?
It's a store, and I'm doing business in that store.
So you have a store. You're a shopkeeper.
Yeah, I'm a shopkeeper
on
at that time.
Camp Johnson Road.
On Camp Johnson Road, yes, you got it.
And then how did you come to know Young Life?
Most of the time, I hear the noise up, especially the chicken dance. I would just hear jan 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 jan, and then I would go on the opposite side and look up and see the kids laughing, playing, and I love the sound. And then one day I saw a friend of mine, Gloria. She's the wife of James David. And then she came over and said, Yvonne, are you not interested in what is happening there with your kids? And I said, oh, wow, I want to get there. How can I? And she said, oh, but then just go and see what they are doing there. And I got so interested. I was so happy because I wanted to play again like a child.
Okay, so you had your shop on Camp Johnson Road. Young Life, which is now the Young Life Training Center for West Africa, moved into the top floor, the roof, right?
Yes, yes.
And you kids are coming and going, and you're hearing it, and you meet Gloria Davis, and she tells you about Young Life.
Yeah.
And you have your own children, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And you want Young Life for your kids.
Yeah.
But you live in a suburb of Monrovia. What's the name of that?
Garnersville.
Garnersville,
yeah.
Now, was there Young Life in Garnersville then?
No, no, no. Young Life was not.
But you wanted your kids to go to Young Life, so what did you do?
So I went home, and excitingly I told my kids, I said, I found somewhere that would be good for you. And then they were saying, Mommy, carry us there, carry us there. And then the first time we went at the center up Camp Johnson Road, and then they played, they saw what was happening there, and then we went home. They were so excited, they told their friends, and it was every meeting time they wanted me to take them there.
Okay, so you brought your kids to club at Camp Johnson Road, and this is quite a ways, right?
Yeah.
All right. And your kids loved Young Life.
Yes.
And they wanted you to keep. How did you bring them? Do you have your own car you drove, or you hired transport, or?
I hired a transport. We had to get in a bus to make the fares lesser for us because we were there 4, they were 4, and I made them 5. So I had to carry them, and we rode a bus, a transport bus.
So then you started bringing them every week to Young Life Club at Lynn Miller High School, right?
Yeah. Because I felt that Camp Johnson Road was a little far for us, and we had a shorter route from my side to get to Sinker. So I told James David that I wanted them to be part of Young Life. So I wanted them to be part of the Lee Miller shorter distance for us.
And then what happened? You started bringing your own kids, but then what happened?
When my kids went home, they were sharing this experience with their friends. And then the friends were saying, I want to be part, we want to. So it was like they were getting bugged on me and telling me, we want to go. And I was like carrying like 10 kids. It was getting too expensive for me because everyone wants to go at the same time.
So all the kids in your neighborhood wanted to go to Young Life with your kids. So you were renting a bus and bringing them there, and it was getting pretty expensive and a lot of work, right?
Yes.
So then what did you do?
So I went over to the office, where is the training center now, and I discussed it with James David. I said, can you take Young Life in Garnersville? There are many kids that want to experience the joy and the happiness Young Life is offering. And then he said, we'll think about that, Yvonne. And sure, they thought about it. And then I told them, it was like I was behind them all of the time. And they were saying, but how can we?
When you say behind them, you were pushing them.
I was pushing them with force. Every time he's tired, he have to see me asking him to take Young Life in Garnersville.
So you were the persistent mom, right?
Yeah.
So then finally, James and Zena came with you to see Garnersville and to pray, and they decided to begin Young Life.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Okay, it happened. James and Davis, like, they gave me a surprise visit at our home one day, and they came and said, Yvonne, we have thought of your plan, and we have considered it, and we just came to view and search the area, how we can start ministry here. And when they came, they saw a building I have already put down for kids. We had that building as a meeting place and doing our own play, our own way. So when they saw it, they said, wow, but then we have a place that we can start ministry. I said, I gave this place to you. You can have this place. We can have ministry here because I want as much kids in Garnersville to be part of Young Life. What I see and what I feel and what my children are experiencing, I want them to experience it. And today, we are actually having Young Life in that building and in that Garnersville area. It's exciting. It's amazing.
So you had already built this building. They came, and then Zena Yala and his wife Patience moved into Garnersville, right?
Yeah, Zina Yara is my area director. He had to move there because he had to touch all the areas that is under him for us to get as much kids as we can.
And who became his first volunteer leader when he finally came to?
Yvonne.
So you provide the place. You're the first volunteer leader Zena has got, and now it's one of the biggest areas of all of Young Life in Liberia, right?
Yeah.
There are
Garnersville
5 or
is
6
one.
clubs in Garnersville now.
7. We have 7 clubs in Garnersville
7
now.
clubs in Garnersville. Now, in addition to being a leader, James Davis came to you one day. He had a meeting with us, and we were discussing kids that were not reaching, that nobody's reaching. And we had challenged James, what about deaf kids in Liberia? Because we found out there was not a single ministry or mission in the world that was reaching Liberian deaf kids. And James says, I think I know the right person for that. Tell us about that.
Okay, I was actually moved when James shared this vision with me about the deaf kids. And I thought of it and I said, wow, it would be a good idea because we feel that they are separated from us. They can't get information. They are not part of what we are experiencing. And they are caught up in their own world. So when he told me, I said, okay, James, I can take that challenge. And then I thought of going to the science school. And I think I can say, hi, how are you? And then I started going there at the science school to their school. And then they were happy when they saw me. They said, wow, what are you doing here? And I said, I want to be friendly with you. How can we communicate? I said, I want you to teach me how I can talk to you. And they started teaching me so much, singing songs to me. And then I went and shared it back with James. I said, James, it can work. They want to be part of us, and we can do it. We can bring them on board. They are not different from who we are. They need to know Christ. They need to have the experience we are having to be happy with us.
So you started a club at the deaf school, and you're the club leader.
Yeah.
And you're learning Liberian Sign Language.
I'm learning Liberian Sign Language.
And are kids loving it?
They are amazing about it. They love it. They just want to be part of the camp because I gave them some photos. So when will we go? I said, we will reach there. It's going to be amazing, but it's amazing. I love working with them. It's actually amazing. It's amazing. It's something amazing I've ever worked, or good that I've ever worked with in my life with that passion. Yeah, and they were happy about it.
So Yvonne, you were abducted by rebels, escaped in the war, grew up in Liberia and survived, became a successful business owner, brought Young Life to your area that now is one of our biggest areas in all of West Africa, and the first volunteer leader, provide a place for Young Life Club, then started our ministry for deaf kids and our learning deaf, the sign language. One more thing, you had another great experience during the Ebola crisis, which you also just went through. Many teenage girls became pregnant and became teen moms, and already there were many. So Young Life Liberia decided it's another group of kids we need to reach. And so you had your first Young Lives camp this year. Who was the camp speaker at that camp?
Wow. I was the camp speaker when I was told that you are going to speak on the baby's mom camp. It was like, wow, Lord, help me. What am I going to say? How am I going to give these people hope? Because it was something they really needed, hope, how they can be back into society. Because in Liberia, when you are a teen mom, it's like your parents are angry with you. They are not going to help you take care of the kid. They are not going to help you immediately to put you back in school because you have so much to do to care for that kid. So it's like a setback for you. While your friends are going to school, you have to stay home, take care of your baby, wash your baby clothes. So it's like sometimes they are broken and they feel shy to play again among their friends because most of them will say, baby man, go so, baby man, mind your child, baby man, go and take care of your baby. And like it shy them away. Actually, that's the experience.
So you were the speaker. The whole team, tell me, there was something unique about your whole assignment team, the cabin leaders, the program, and the speaker. What was that was unique?
The unique part about it is that the the camp manager, she organized all of our setting.
Was it a man or a woman?
It was a woman. Rebecca was the camp manager. And
the speaker,
I was the speaker.
A woman.
A woman, and I talked on good family relationship. And when I spoke on the message, resurrection, and giving them hope and looking into their eyes and saying, you have the chance today to receive the hope. You have the chance today that you can be that person who can raise this nation up. Don't sit there, wake up, because there is something inside of you that can push others forward. And I give you that hope to you. That hope is Jesus. He's with you in your situation, and he's going to lift you up. Go and be lifted and do something positively. And it was like a girl came to me crying. She said, you are my mommy. I take you to be my mommy. I can make it with the message I heard today. I think I can go back to school and become somebody in the future. And if I be, I'll come back to you and let you know. It was so joyous, and it was actually amazing. They received hope. Took along with them a message of hope, that they could become somebody more than who they felt they were before they became teenage moms.
Well, and your whole team were women, right?
So we had men among us, but we were putting the men on assignment. We chose what we wanted them to do.
The men were the work crew, right?
They were the work crew, you got it.
What did they do all day?
They cleaned up the place. They were holding the male babies. They were like popping the babies on the back. Baby, sorry, mommy's going to come. And we just had them working around. Even James did it. We had him working, holding kids, taking care, giving them toys. While we were
changing
up front,
diapers?
Changing diapers, and we were up front with our girls. Yay! And guess what? They were like free. That they have someone to take care of their babies. They were like playing, and some of them even forgot that they carry kids on camp, that they had to pay attention to when they left them with us, and just went on playing. So it was amazing. It was actually amazing.
And Yvonne, all of the women on the team had been teen moms themselves.
Yes.
So
yes.
they had all experienced this, so they knew.
Yes.
Every leader, every assignment team woman, right?
Yes.
So that was powerful.
It was powerful because the feeling was, it was actually impacted in them, because we went through it. I myself was a teen mom. I had my first kid when I was in school, and I know what I experienced. I had to sit home, years passed me by, and I was late in catching up. But I had that encouragement, that self-motivation. And some won't have it, so they need someone to give them that support to have that self-motivation. It is what Young Life is offering to those teen moms.
And Yvonne, you're a volunteer? You're a Young Life volunteer?
I started being volunteer, but I'm a staff now.
No, you're on staff. You just came on staff.
I just came on staff.
Great. Is there any last thing you want to say to our friends?
Okay, I just want to say thank you to those that are watching this video. I want you to know that it's real. We need those kids to know the Lord for themselves. They need peace in their life. They need to feel happy again. They need to experience the love of Christ. Especially, I want us to pay attention to the deaf kids. In Liberia, they are like outcasts. We don't mingle with them and they feel separated. And I feel that it's not just it. They need to come with us. We need to share that love. They need to know Christ. Because you can speak their language, because I can speak their language. Let's just take for an example. If any of them was at the point of death, how could we give them the gospel? How could we lead this kid to Christ if we can work in their own culture and in their own way? So I'm just telling you that we could look that direction again and give these kids hope and tell them that the world is around us because we all made the world around us. So I'm telling you, thank you for this video. And when you are watching it, I want you to feel the love that I'm feeling. I want you to think more than what I'm thinking and think about sponsoring a kid or deaf kid to a camp that they will have an experience and they will count that someone led them to Christ. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Yvonne, will you close with one of your song that you learned from your deaf friends?
Yes, okay, I will sing this song. Say, oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus, because he loves me too. Thank you. I love you. Bye.